Okay, good mornings, my subscribers and my learners. Welcome to my YouTube channel at Teacher Ernest Mathematics. And today we'll begin with grade 9 mathematics, that is numbers. And under these numbers, we'll begin on the integers. And specifically, I'll have to proceed and define what is these integers. Integers are whole numbers that can either be positive or negative or even zero, but the integers can never be decimal or fractions. What have I said? I've said that integers are whole numbers that can either be positive or negative, and also zero, but can never be the decimal or fractions. Or in the first examples, in the operation of integers, let us begin with addition of integers. Addition of integers. Under this addition of integers, I'll pick an example. Example one. And in the example one, I'll just say that to use a number line. And in this addition of integers, we'll always use a number line. So example one, I'll just say that to use a number line. Use a number line. To add the following integers. The first integer here is, let me begin with the A. The first integer is positive 6 plus negative 4. Positive 6 plus negative 4. If we have positive 6 plus negative 4, how do I present it on a number line? When I have a number line, because here is a positive and this one is a negative, I'll draw a number line that includes all the negatives and the positive with an inclusion of 0. This is my number line. Then this one is my 0. Then positive sides. On the right are the positive side. I'll begin with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. Then I'll put an arrow to show that the numbers are continuing, the continuation of numbers or integers. Then here is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. Let me just stop at that point. Now, when I have a positive 6 and negative 4, what should I have to do on this number line? I'll stand at positive 6. Remember, this one are the positives and this one, this side is the negatives. I'll stand on the positives, then I'll move 4 steps to the left. When you see the negative, it means that you have to move 4 steps to the left. To the left is towards this side. So I'll have to move 4 steps. This is step number 1, then number 2, then number 3, then number 4. Here, this is the answer. So it means that here, when I add negative 4 to positive 6, I'll be able to get positive 2. So no need of writing positive. Sometimes people can write just 2. Yes, hope you can be able to follow up that point. Then let me just draw a line here. Don't worry, I don't have a ruler at this time. What about when I have a positive 4 and this one was a positive and a negative. What if I have a positive 4 plus positive 7? What if I had that one? If I have this one, this is what I'll do. I'll draw a number line. When you have just positive and positive, you don't have to include even the negative, but sometimes you have to include. But in this case, because of space, I just write here. This one is 0, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let me just leave at that point and then try to include here -1 and -2. Then I show an arrow to show that they are continuing. Then in this case, you've been told that I add +7 to +4. I'll stand at +4. Then I'll just move 7 steps to the right. Why? Because there is positive. So I'll just move 7 steps. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 steps. I'll just stop at this point. Why? Because I've reached the 7 steps. Why? This is 1 step, 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7. What is the answer? The answer is +11. That is the answer to that question. Then I am sure that with this operation, you can be able to tackle any other problem. Maybe to begin here, I began with a +6, then -4. What if I begin with a I begin here with a -4, -4 plus +2, -4 plus +2. I'll have to draw a number line again. Then, including here, this one, I'll begin with 0. This is 1. This is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just begin. Okay, I was saying that when you have -4 plus +2, so in this step you have to stand at -4. Then since here is the +2, I'll have to move 2 positive steps. When I want to move 2 positive steps, I'll have to move to the right. Positive steps, I move to the right. Negative steps, move to the left. So positive steps, I'll have to move. This is 1, 2. The answer here is -2. Hope you can be able to follow at that point. Then after that, I have to move now to, remember this one was addition of integers. Let me now go to what we call subtraction. Subtraction. Let me go to what we call subtraction. Subtraction of integers. In the subtraction of the integers, let us begin with another one, another example. That when example, let me just pick here an example. Example 2. That use a number line again. Use a number line. Use a number line to subtract the following integers. To subtract the following integers. To subtract the following integers. So here, an example. When I pick this example, let's pick example A. -7 minus +4. This is -7 minus +4. This is an example that I have to move. So in this case, when I have a -7 minus -4, I'll just demonstrate on my number line here. Then write here 0. Then 1, 2, 3. Let me just leave it at that point. Then I'll move to the negative side, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9. I've drawn just a small number line. Okay, let me just expound it here. Let me just redraw it here because of the space. Then here I'll just write 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, negative 11, negative 12. Let me stop at negative 13. This is 1, 2, no problem. I can stop at that point. Then after that, I'll proceed and add what we call negative 7 minus minus positive 14. Here, when you are told that negative 7 minus positive 14, what exactly are you supposed to do? What exactly are you supposed to do? I'll be able to stand at positive 7. Positive 7. Then I'll ask myself, negative times positive. Negative times positive. I'll be able to get a negative. And what did I say about the negative? When you have a negative and I want to add to this one, I'll have to move to the left. Because of negative and positive, it will always be negative. Negative steps, I'll move to the left. So I'll move 4 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer here is negative 11. That's how we get that one. What about this one? What about when I have negative 12? Okay, what about when I have let me just pick B here. For example, I pick 9, positive 9 minus positive 9. Positive 9 minus positive 9. Positive 9 minus positive 9. So in this case, what am I supposed to do? I'll draw a number line here. Again. Then I'll just begin with 0. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, let me stop at that point. Then I'll ask myself again that I have positive 9. I'll stand at positive 9, no problem. Then I want to move positive steps. I want to move negative steps. How do you know that you want to move a negative step? Check here. This is a negative, then this is a positive. When I open this bracket, it will be negative times positive. It is a negative. Since it is a negative, I'll have to move to the left because it is a negative steps. So I'll just move 9 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the answer? The answer here is 0. When you move 9 negative steps, you'll be able to get the answer as 0. Thank you. Let me now move to the next. Maybe if I want to give an application question here, an application question here. Let me check if the paper is still visible. The paper is still visible. Now let me just write this example here. Okay, an application question on the subtraction. Let me just pick one application. Then I do it. So the first application here is the temperature in a town. The temperature in a town, let me just pick this example, that the temperature in a town, the temperature in a town is 24 degrees Celsius, full stop. The meteorological department, the meteorological department, has reported that the temperature will drop by 11 degrees Celsius overnight, full stop. What will be the new temperature? What will be the new temperature? This is example. This one was example 2. This one is example 3. Okay, the temperature in a meteorological town is 24 degrees Celsius. The meteorological department has reported that the temperature will drop by 11 overnight. What will be the new temperature? So here in this case, the temperature was 24 degrees Celsius. The temperature will drop. By 11 degrees Celsius. What will be the new temperature? In short, here they means that you take 24 degrees Celsius minus 11 degrees Celsius. What will you get here as the answer? The answer here is 13 degrees Celsius. This is the new temperature. This is the new temperature. Good. Let's go to the next step, that is multiplication. Multiplication of integers. Multiplication of integers. In the multiplication of integers, there are a few things that we have to know. Let us write NB, or note that when you multiply a positive by a positive, when you multiply a positive integers by a positive integer, you will always get a positive integers. When you do what? When you multiply a positive integer by a negative integers, you will get a negative integer. And the same way, when I repeat on the other side, that when I multiply a negative by a positive, I'll be able to get a negative. So it will depend on with the arrangement. So that is under multiplication. Let us now proceed to the example. Example here. Example 1. You are told that evaluate. You've been told that evaluate 2 times -3. Evaluate 2 times -3. So what do you see here? You can be able to see that 2 is a positive. Then here 3 is a negative. So positive times negative. Positive times negative, you get a negative. So you just say that what is 2 times 3? 2 times 3 is 6. Then positive times negative, it is -6. The answer is just that one. That's very simple as such. What about when you have negative 4 by negative 12. If I have this is Roman 1, let me pick Roman 2 here, negative 4 by negative 12. So I'll ask myself again here, this is negative 4 and this is negative 12. This one is a negative times negative. Negative times negative, it is a positive. Then 4 times 12, 36 according to the multiplication table. So sometimes you don't need to write a positive 36, you need to just write 36 as the answer. Good. Then what if I pick another one and say that I have which one can I can pick what about if I pick here I began with positive times negative, this one negative times negative. What about when I begin with the negative times positive? So negative 3 times positive positive 10. What is the solution here? I'll come and ask myself, negative times positive. Negative times positive is negative. I write negative. 3 times 10, it is 30. What is the answer? The answer is 30. Very simple as such. Then let me proceed to what we, let me just go to, I can pick an example. Okay, let me go to what you call division. I've just finished with multiplication. Then let me just go to what we call division of integers. Division of integers. Good. Now, in this division of integers, also we have to note the following. Note that when I have positive divided by positive, I'll be able to get positive. Then what about when I have negative divided by positive? I'll be able to get a negative. What about when I have a positive divided by positive divided by a negative? I'll be able to get a negative. What about the last one when I have a negative divided by a negative? I'll be able to get a positive. Also here, there is in the first one when we in the first one, did I indicate the last one, the last step here, that negative times negative, you'll be able to get a positive. It is just the same. It is just the same here. For division and multiplication, it is the same. So positive divided by positive, it is positive. Negative divided by positive, negative. Positive divided by negative, negative. Then negative divided by negative, I'll be able to get a positive. Then let me just pick an example here. Let me just pick an example. This one was example 3. Then we just go to example 4. Then this one become our example 5. Then example evaluate A. You've been told that evaluate negative 35 divided by 5. Negative 35 divided by 5. What have you noticed here? This one, negative divided by positive. Negative divided by positive, you get a negative. So solution here. Okay, here negative 35 divide by positive 5. You take negative 35, negative times negative divided by positive, you'll be able to get a negative. Then negative 35, at 35 I mean divide by 5, you'll be able to get 7. Yeah. Then we proceed to the next example, and that is the next example here is B. Let me pick it B. Then after that I just write what am I writing here? It is 42 divided by 9. This is positive 42 divided by positive 9. This is just direct. Positive divided by positive, you get a positive. Then 42 divide by 9 as the answer, but it is a positive, but no need of writing that positive there. Then after doing this one, let me go to negative, the negative one. Let me say that 60 negative 60 divided by negative 5. Negative 60 divided by negative 5. If you check here, negative divided by negative divided by negative is just positive, which is positive. Then 60 divided by 5, it is 12. So you notice that you are getting positive 12 as your solution. And I believe that we have tackled everything here under these operations. Then we can go now to what we call combined operation. Combined operation that involve both multiplication and division. Combined operation on integers. Let me just draw a good line here. So it is combined operation on integers. Combined operation on integers. Now, in this combined operation of integers, I'll have to pick an example. We were in example 5. Let me pick example 6. Example 6. Example 6. Solve each of the following expression. Solve each of the following expression. Solve each of the following expression. The first expression is this one. That is, let me just improvise an example like 10 divided by negative 5, then plus negative 2 plus 1, negative 2 plus 1 times negative 27 times negative 27. Now, if I have a problem like this one, how am I supposed to tackle this problem? I have to draw what I have to use board mass rule because of the mixed operations of division, multiplication, addition. So in this one, in this this board mass rule, it's saying that B, which is the bracket, I have to deal with the bracket first. What is in this bracket? What is in this bracket first? It is negative 2 plus 1. Negative 2 plus 1. According to the number line, you can draw your number line somewhere and then you refer from there. You notice that negative 2 plus 1, you'll be able to get negative 1 because you are moving to the right. When you have maybe a small number line here, you have 0, negative 1, negative 2. Then you stand at negative 2, you move just one step, you get the answer as negative 1. Yes, so the answer here is negative 1. I will rewrite my operation here and say that it is 10. Let me just write solution and solve. It is 10 divided by negative 5. Now plus negative 1 plus negative 1 times negative 27. That's negative 1 times negative 27. The next one is off. We don't have off. We go to division. Do we have division? Division is in this first group. That is 10 divided by negative 5. 10 divided by negative 5. Remember, this one is positive. And when you come to this positive, what is positive? Positive divided by negative, you'll be able to get a negative. Let me just write that one and say that positive divided by negative, I'll be able to get a negative. But 10 divided by 5, 10 divided by 5, what do you get? It is 2. Then I will rewrite again this problem and say that plus negative 1 times negative 27. Then I'll go through what we call multiplication. Multiplication is there. Multiplication is about this, dealing with these two. It's dealing with those two. So I'll just say that negative 1 times negative 27. What are you getting? You notice that here is negative times negative. And according to negative times negative, we say that negative times negative, you get a positive. So negative, I'll be able to get a positive, and there's no need of writing a positive, or you can just write here positive. But 1 times 27, 27. But positive times positive is just positive. I just leave it at that point. Then I'll write negative 2 here. Then what is negative 2 plus 27? Negative 2 plus 27 here is like writing, okay, negative 2 plus 27 is like when you have a number line, you draw your number line, you will stand at 27 and move some two-step backward. Like, for example, is this step is the way, in this case you can also write 27 minus 2. When I just twist this question, like writing 27 minus 2. So when I write 27 minus 2, I'll be able to get 25. The same way here, when I stand at 27 on a number line, then move some four. Then I move some 2 negative steps. Yes, I'll be able to get around positive 25. Yes, I'll be able to get positive 25 as the answer. So I'll find an exercise for you. I'll leave you with an exercise. And then after doing that exercise, you just write your answer in the comment section. And then we see the way forward. If you will have gotten the answer, then we will see, or we will redo the question. So exercise, example, okay, exercise. Let me just write here the exercise. Exercise. Okay, evaluate this sum. I'm writing for you the sum down here. That is 7 times 6. I just put in bracket 7 times in bracket 6 minus 4 bracket minus 2 times 5. So guys, you will have to do this exercise. Then after finishing, you just write the answer in the comment section. Then I'll go through the comment section and find out if you would have gotten the correct answer. Then we will proceed to the next topic. Thank you guys for supporting me. Kindly subscribe my channel and keep tuned. I'll be bringing more lessons. Have a good day.